So check for the word ratios. What does it mean by ratio? Ratio is nothing but a fraction, guys, which is holding a numerator and a denominator. Okay. A can be called as a numerator here and B can be called as a denominator. Okay. Ratio is nothing but a fraction. Okay. So now I will tell two cases regarding ratios. Try to understand the difference between case 1 and case 2. Okay. Here is case 1, guys. So in case 1, what is the ratio of 10 and 20? Can you please tell me what is the ratio of 10 and 20? Can you share it in the chat box? What is the ratio of 10 by 20? If somebody is asking you, find the ratio of 10 divided by 20, what is the answer? Ahmad, 1 is to 2. Superb, Ahmad. So Santosh even simplified that and saying 0.5. Superb. Sachin 1 by 2, Manoj 1 by 2, Raksha 0.5, Anand 1 by 2, Sagar 10 by 20, that means 1 by 2. Okay. Tirumala Prasad 1 by 2, Nikhil 1 by 2, Rishikesh 1 by 2, Vinay 1 by 2, Lokesh 1 by 2, Rashekar 1 by 2, Adarsh, Suresh, sorry, Surisha 1 by 2, Rahul 1 by 2. Superb, guys. Thank you so much for the responses. Check here. If I give the numbers and if I'm asking you what is the ratio, then everybody in the class can answer the question. Yes or no? Most of the students have answered for this question. I gave the numbers and I'm asking the simplified ratio. Okay. So what you did here, actually you cancelled the numerator and you cancelled the denominator with the 10. Okay. And you told the answer as 1 by 2 because 10 is the common that you can see in both numerator and denominator. Okay. That's the reason you cancelled the numerator with the 10 ones and 10 twos. You told that the simplified representation of 10 by 2 is nothing but 1 by 2. Okay. So here I can see that 10 is common in both numerator and denominator. Okay. So if 10 is common in both numerator and denominator, 10 is called as common factor, guys. Okay. What do we call for 10? 10 we call it as common factor. Okay. The concept of ratios is all about finding out the common factor. Here, as I gave you the numbers already, it is easy to find out the common factor, means it is easy to cancel out the numerator and denominator taking one common number, and you can represent the simplified version of the ratio. Okay, that is case 1. Case 1 is having no difficulty level, guys, but look at case 2. Okay, so here is case 2. I am giving you ratio of the numbers. Can you please tell me what are the numerator values and what are the denominator values? Case 1, everyone answered the question. Most of the students answered the question. Case 2, can you please tell me? I gave the ratio of the numbers. Okay. I gave the ratio of the numbers to you. Can you please tell me what is the numerator value and what is the denominator value? 2 is to 3 means numerator is 2 parts. Denominator is 3 parts. Can you please tell me what are the numerator and denominator values? 2 by 3 is the simplified version of particular number of numerator and denominator. I don't know what's the numerator, what is the denominator, but I could say that simplified version is 2 by 3. Can you please tell me what can be the original numbers of numerator and denominator? Sahana is saying 2 and 3, the numerator and denominator itself. Superb, Sahana. That itself can be the numerator and denominator if you feel that 1 is the common factor. Okay. Ganesh, okay. Guys, as I said you earlier, please don't limit the thought process. Whatever the answer you feel, you can just post it in the chat box. Exactly. Nikhil, numerator is 2 and denominator is 3. Manoj, numerator is 20 and denominator is 30. Sachin Tirumala Prasad saying the same numbers, same numerator and denominator 2 and 3. Vinay, numerator is 2. Rishikesh, numerator is 2 by 3. Yes, Vinay. Okay. Now you're on the track, guys. Please don't limit your thought process. As you are telling that the original numbers can be 2 and 3 itself, that is possible. If you feel like 1 is the common factor for numerator and denominator, I can say that 2 by 3 is the number itself and 1 is the common factor. Okay. And somebody told the answer 20 and 30. That means they feel like 10 is the common factor for numerator and denominator, and they told the answer like this. Okay. And you can say that 100 can be the common factor. 2 into 100 divided by 3 into 100. In this case, 100 is the common factor. And if you want to tell in precise, 4 by 6 is also possible because that is in the ratio of 2 by 3 only. And 40 by 60 is also possible. 400 by 600 is also possible. Okay. Like that, you have many values which are satisfying the ratio 2 by 3, guys. Okay. Try to understand the point in case 2. In case 1, actually, I told you the original numbers and I'm asking about the simplified version of the numbers. If that is the case, you can cancel out and you can tell me what is the simplified version. Okay. Case 1 is pretty easy. But if you're thinking about case 2, actually, case 2, I didn't give you anything, guys. I didn't give you the clue to find out the original numbers. I just gave you the ratio and I'm asking you to find out the original numbers. So as I gave you the ratio, you don't know the common factor actually. What is the deciding element in ratios concept? The common factor. Okay. So if you feel that the common factor is 1, 2 by 3 is the answer. Common factor is 10, 20 by 30 is the answer. Common factor is 100, then 2 by 3 is the answer. Likewise, you can have many values. Okay. It can be 6 by 9, it can be 60 by 90, it can be any value which is in the ratio of 2 by 3. So case 2 is telling that satisfying the ratio of 2 by 3, there are n number of values which are possible to make sure that the ratio is 2 by 3. So we can't answer the question unless and until we know what is the common factor for numerator and what is the common factor for denominator. Okay. I repeat again, we can't understand what is the original number of this ratio 2 by 3 unless and until we say that any common factor is possible over there. Okay. So just check for that. Whenever you find any number in ratio, okay, let's say I'm having a ratio of 2 by 3. Okay. Whenever you see any number in the ratio, take one common factor x for numerator and denominator as well. Okay. Whenever you see any number 4 by 5 like that. Okay. Take one common factor of numerator and denominator as well. Yx, you can take any value, guys. As x, y, z are ancestors of mathematics, generally we tend to take x and all. You can take ABC or you can take PQRS. Any which ways is fine. Just if whenever you find any ratio, either it is 1 is to 2 or 2 is to 3, whatever it is, whether anyone you can take for common factor of numerator and denominator. Okay. So this is regarding case 2, guys. All I just want to tell you is nothing but when they gave the ratio, you can't exactly tell what are the original numbers. Okay. You need some information regarding the question. The information is nothing but it should speak about the common factor. So whenever you see any ratio, assume one common factor for numerator and common factor for denominator. Okay. The question will give you a clue to find out the common factor. Then we can concentrate on the common factor to find further value. Okay. So case 1 is a general case, guys, where we will be having a ratio directly and asking us to calculate the simplified version. Case 2 is important here because all these concepts of ratios and proportions is based on case 2. They'll give the ratio, they'll give one clue to find out the common factor, and they'll ask us the original numbers or subtraction of original numbers, product of original numbers, or addition of original numbers like that. Okay. So case 2 is clear, right? The point in case 2 is finding out the common factor x using the clue given in the question. If that is clear, please raise the hands, guys. Yes. All the 45 students who is listening to the class, if case 2 is clear, please raise the hands. 90% of your concept is done if case 2 is understandable. Okay. Now try to understand how can we calculate ratio of 3 numbers and 4 numbers. Okay. So from here onwards, I will be giving you few notes regarding the ratios and proportions concept, guys. Please make a note of it. Whatever I'm going to deliver from now onwards, that is including with respect to our concept knowledge. Please make a note of it and keep a track of all the things that I'm going to tell right now. Okay. So they have given ratio of two numbers. Okay. So the two numbers are A and B. Ratio of two numbers is 2 is to 3. and they have given one more ratio, B is to C, that is equal to 1 is to 5. Okay. And now they're asking me to find out the ratio of A is to B is to C. Okay. What they're asking in the question, guys? They're asking me to find out the ratio of A is to B is to C. So they gave the ratio of two numbers to two numbers, and they're asking me to find out the ratio of three numbers together. Okay. So this is the basic point in ratios concept, guys. First ratio, if you see A and B, two numbers are there. With respect to that, you have 2 and 3. Second ratio, if you see B is to C, with respect to that, you have 1 and 5. Okay. So you want to calculate A is to B is to C. So the process of calculating is, I could see B value is 3 in the first ratio. I could see B value is 1 in the second ratio. Okay. So my task is equating B value in both the ratios to only one value. Okay. I repeat again. I could see B is equal to 3 in the first ratio. B is equal to 1 in the second ratio. Okay. Now what's my task, guys? My task is to equate value of B in first ratio to second ratio for one value. Okay. There are many methods to solve this question. You can find many methods online when in YouTube, or in any case you can find many methods, guys. But now I just want to tell you that it's very easy to understand if you solve using the relation of ratios method. Okay. I'm explaining the ratios method. Please observe how I'm going to write the numbers. Okay. So A is to B, they have given it as 2 is to 3. Write down as it is. Now B is to C, they have given it as 1 is to 5. Okay. So B is to C. Observe how I am writing B is to C. Exactly B value I am writing just below to the B value of first ratio. Why I am writing like this, guys? I want to make sure that B value is equal to one simple value from first ratio and second ratio. Okay. Just write the values of B is to C in the same manner, which is nothing but 1 is to 5. Okay. Now, is there any opposite number for 2? No, there is no opposite number for 2. If you go this side, you can't find any numbers. So take the next number and multiply. That will give you the value of A. Done. So is there any opposite number for 3? Yes. So multiply that number. That will give you the value for B. Okay. Is there any opposite number for 5? No. If you go this side, can you find any opposite number for 5? No. That means take this previous number and multiply. That will give you the value for C. Okay. So A is to B is to C means what's the answer, guys? 2 is to 3 is to 15. So the value of A is to B is to C is nothing but 2 is to 3 is to 15. So I repeat once again. A is to B, B is to C, two ratios they have given in the question, guys. And they're asking us to find out A is to B is to C now. Okay. So in the first ratio, I could see two variables, A and B. In the second ratio, I could see two variables, B and C. My task is to equate value of B in both the ratios to one single value, guys. Okay. So that is possible when I use this arrow method of multiplication. In addition to that, you have many methods to solve, guys. But we are preferring this method to solve because it's easy to understand and easy to solve as well. Okay. So A is to B, B is to C. Just check what is the common variable in both the ratios. I could say B is common in both the ratios and just write the values like that. Exactly just below to the value of B in the first ratio, write down the value of B is to C and the numbers as well. So just check for the opposite number. If opposite number is available, multiply, that will give you the values of respective order. If opposite number is not available, check for going forward and backward whether you can find any number or not in the opposite side. So take that number to multiply and post the value for the respective number. So 2 is to 3 is to 15. Further simplification is possible? No, not possible. That means that is the final thing. Rishikesh, is that clear now? And students, is that clear? The process of explaining for finding the ratio of A is to B is to C? Any doubts? You can post it in the chat box. If it's clear, then please raise the hand so that I can explain you how to include the fourth number also to find out the ratio of the numbers. Nikhil, Thirumal Prasad, and others. Yeah, thank you, guys. So check how can we include the fourth number to find out the ratio. Yes, Kaushal. Okay. So imagine the data is the same and they have given one more ratio. The ratio is nothing but C is to D. and the value they have given for C is to D is 1 is to 2. And they're asking us to find out A is to B is to C is to D. Okay. Whenever they're asking for 4 ratio numbers to find out, first we need to find out the ratio of 3 numbers. Then we can add that to the fourth ratio and we can find out the ratio of 4 numbers cumulatively. Okay. So ABCD ratio I need to find out. That means I should be solving ABC ratio first, then I can combine CD ratio with ABC to answer the question. Okay. So for the same values of ABC, I have already A is to B is to C. That means you can directly start solving the question. Okay. So ABCD values, I have it already, guys. That means you can start solving the question now. Okay. So check for here for finding out 4 ratio numbers. A is to B is to C, the value you have it already. That is nothing but 2 is to 3 is to 15. Okay. C is to D. So I want to find out ratio of 4 numbers, guys. I could see C is common over there in these ratios of parts A, B, C and C, D. So this will give me A, B, C, D ratio equating C to only one particular value in the complete number. Okay. Now C is to D. What is the value of C is to D? C is to D is nothing but 1 is to 2. I could write the numbers like this, okay, and start finding the values of A, B, C, D. Okay, so 2 is not having any opposite number. That means 2 into 1 will give you the first value, which is nothing but A. Done. Next, 3 is not having any opposite value. 3 into 1 will give you the value of B. That means here the value is equal to 3. Okay, next. 1 and 15 are opposite, guys. That means 15 into 1 will give you the value of C. Value of C is equal to 15. Okay. 2 is not having any opposite number. So no chance. Just multiply it with 15 to get D value, which is equal to 30. Okay. What is the ratio of ABCD they're asking in the question, guys? Ratio of ABCD is nothing but 2 is to 3 is to 15 is to 30. Further simplification is possible? Not possible. That is the final ratio. Okay. So if 4 numbers are given, just you need to find out the ratio of first 3 numbers, guys. And after that, you can include the fourth ratio to find out the ratio of 4 numbers together. The process of solving is the same. Whatever is the common variable, you just need to make sure that you are just writing the value just below to the value of the common variable. Okay. If they have given D is to C, you just reverse the ratio and write C is to D only. Okay. Most of the cases, they'll not give in a reverse manner, guys. They'll give in a appropriate manner only. If they have given for D is to C, you just reverse the ratio and take for C is to D. That's it. So taking ratio of 4 numbers, is that clear, guys? Yes or no? If yes, please raise the hands. Any doubts, you can post it in the chat box. Okay, done. So that is about ratios concept, guys. What we have like what we have learned till now, case 2 is important because case 2 with ratio, without knowing the common factor, you can't say the original values. And in ratios, to find out the ratio of 3 numbers, to find out the ratio of 4 numbers, that is the point we have learned till now. Okay, now discuss about proportions. Let's discuss about proportions, guys. Okay, in proportions also, what if 3 numbers are in proportion, what if 4 numbers are in proportion? I will explain you with an example. Try to check for that. Okay, so whenever 3 numbers, say A comma B comma C, are in proportion. Okay, whenever 3 numbers A comma B comma C are in proportion, the relation between them is given by B square is equal to AC. I repeat, whenever 3 numbers A comma B comma C are in proportion, the relation between them is given by B square is equal to AC. I'm sure that you have heard the formula earlier. If I'm not wrong, already in your earlier education, you might have heard the formula B square equal to AC. Okay. So just try to recall it, guys, where we could call A as a first term or first proportion, B as second term or second proportion, and C as a third term or third proportion. Okay. And we do have one nickname for B. We can call B as mean value. Okay. So we can call A as first term or first proportion. B as second term or second proportion, C as third term or third proportion. And we do have a nickname for B. We can call B as a mean value. Okay. So here they'll ask you to find out the third variable, guys. They will give you two variables in the question. And whatever the values that they have given, you need to take it in the order. Okay. I repeat once again. This is the relation between three numbers when they are in proportion. They will give you two variable values and they will ask you to find out the third variable value. Okay. So whenever they gave the values, you just take it in an order. Don't have a doubt that what can be first term, what can be second term, what can be third term, like that. Okay. So based on that, I'll give you one question. Try to solve this. Find the mean of 4 comma 9. Find the mean of 4 comma 9. Can you please tell me what's the answer for the question? Find the mean of 4 comma 9 using the formula b square equal to AC. Find the mean of 4 comma 9. Rishikesh, you are almost close. Okay, I got, you might have done square root of 4 square plus 6 square. If that is the case, you got 5. You please use the logic of b square equal to AC as it is to state the answer. Remaining students, b square equal to AC is the logic, guys. If I start explaining the question, you feel like in the halfway, ma'am, no, we know it already. Okay, let me help you to answer the question. B square equal to AC is the logic that I have told you when three numbers are in proportion. Okay. Find the mean of 4 comma 9 means already I told you that B is having a nickname of mean, right? Yes or no? Find the mean means they're asking me to find out B value. Okay. So B square equal to what is A, what is C in it? I already told you, you need to take the numbers in order. That means A is equal to 4, C is equal to 9. Okay. So here 4 into 9. B square equal to 36. That means what's the value of B, guys? Value of B is equal to 6. Got the point? Thirumal Prasad, Lavanya, Vinay. Yes, guys. I hope everybody understood now. B square equal to AC is the logic when three numbers are in proportion. So A can be called as first term or first proportion. B can be called as second term or second proportion. C can be called as third term or third proportion. And we do have a nickname for B. We can call B as mean value. Okay. So before to this topic, if somebody is asking you, find out the mean of 9 comma 4, what you will be doing, guys? You will be generally doing like this. 9 plus 4 by 2, like that. Okay. 13 by 2, which is equal to 6.5. Like that you are answering. Okay. That is arithmetic mean, guys. For the ratios and proportions concept and for arithmetic mean, there is a huge difference. Okay. If somebody is asking you such question, it is not valid at all, because find the mean of 9 comma 4 means they can't give you the observations closely like that. It should be from proportions. Otherwise, they'll mention it clearly. Find the mean of 4 comma 9 when they are in proportion. Find the second proportion of 4 comma 9. Find the first proportion of these values. Find the third proportion of these values. When you see the word proportion, you please use the logic of b square equal to AC if three numbers are there. Okay. So when they're asking you to find out mean of 4 comma 9 when they're in proportion, or otherwise mean of 4 comma 9, you please use the concept of proportions only. Don't go for arithmetic mean concept. Okay. So this is the relation when three numbers are in proportion. Let me help you to answer what if four numbers are in proportion. Okay. So understand if four numbers A comma B comma C comma D are in proportion. Okay. Four numbers A comma B comma C comma D are in proportion. Then the relation between them is given by A by B is equal to C by D. If you cross multiply, you can write it as AD is equal to BC. Have you ever heard the formula AD equal to BC, guys? Till now? Yes or no? AD equal to BC, B square equal to AC. Yes, just recall it. Here there are no nicknames for the terms, guys. I could say A is equal to first term or first proportion, B is equal to second term or second proportion, C is equal to third term or third proportion, and D is equal to fourth term or fourth proportion. Okay. So got the point? AD equal to BC. Sagar, Tirmal Prasad, Anand. Yes, guys. Here there are no nicknames, and same as I have told you earlier, there three variables are there. So they'll be giving two variables and they will be asking you to find out the third variable. So here we have four variables, guys. They can give you any three variables and they can ask you for the finding of the leftover variable. Okay. So I'll give you one question. Use the logic to answer the question. Find the third proportion of find the third proportion of 4, 5, 10. Find the fourth proportion. Find the third proportion of 4, 5, 10. What's the answer, guys? Third proportion of 4, 5, 10. We have the formula AD equal to BC when four numbers are in proportion. Okay. I told you already numbers, you have to take it in the order, guys. I need to find out the third proportion. That means it is nothing but C. What is first proportion? That is A. This is B. This is D. So see, I need to find out, guys. A is nothing but 4. D is nothing but 10. And B is equal to 5. So C, the value, here it is. So 5 ones, 5 twos. So what's the value of C? C is equal to 8. The third proportion is nothing but 8. Nikhil, Suma. Yes, guys. So this is the concept of ratios and proportions regarding the basic level, guys. Case 2 is very important. So the concept that I have told you regarding ratios and proportions, what if three numbers are in ratio, four numbers are in ratio, three numbers in proportion, four numbers in proportion are the basic ones which will help you to understand the question. But entire topic of this ratios and proportions is running by case 2 logic. Okay, they'll give one ratio. They will ask us to find out the common factor. For that, they'll give one clue and they will ask us to find out the original numbers as well, or product of numbers or multiplication of numbers in any other way possible. Okay, so till now the process of solving and the concept is clear to you. If yes, please raise the hands. Any doubts, you can post it in the chat box. Yes. Okay, so for every question, I will give you some time, guys. You please go through the question and try to solve it by your own. So after some 1 minute of time is done, I will explain you the question. You can check for the explanation of the question and give like a check where you have went wrong to solve the question and all. Okay. So here is the question, guys. Try to solve it by your own and post your answers in the chat box. Don't hesitate to share the answer options. Whatever the answer option that you got, we will discuss it. And please don't try to guess the answer options, guys. Okay. So try by solving yourself. I'll give you 1 minute of time. Once you got the answer, you can share it in the chat box. After 1 minute of time, you can check for the explanation of this question. Okay, cool down, guys. So what a unity. Civil lateral entries. Nikhil, Tirumala Prasad, and Rishikesh, Ahmad, Sachin, Suma, Sagar, Rishikesh. So I welcome you all to the world of mistakes. If the question is finding the ratio of 10% by 70%, they will not include two sentences, right? Yes or no? They will just ask you as a simple question. Yes or no? Welcome you all to the world of mistakes. Don't worry, guys. Just check for the explanation of this question. Two numbers are respectively 10% and 70% more than the third number. So the ratio of two numbers is. Guys, my sincere request to all of you, please don't look this question as a problem. Just look this question as an English story. Okay. Two numbers. There is a story in the question. What's the story? Two numbers are respectively 10% and 70% more than the third number. The ratio of two numbers is. Okay. So I don't know what are the two numbers. I can say that the first number and second number, they are 10% and 70% more than the third number. Okay. So first number and second number are not 10 and 70, guys. If they are 10 and 70, whatever the answer you give 1 by 7, the answer is correct. But two numbers are 10% and 70% more than the third number. Okay. So they're asking ratio of two numbers. So students, do you know what are the two numbers? We don't know. And can you say what is the third number? We can't say. Okay. So let us imagine that the third number is nothing but 100 percentage. Okay. Imagine the third number is nothing but 100 percentage. Okay. Why am I taking 100 percentage? Actually, if anything we don't know, we will be taking it as variable x, y, z or p, q, r and start solving the question. Okay. Here, as the information differences is given in percentages, I'm not taking variables, guys, and I'm taking the information in percentages as well. Okay. Imagine the third number is equal to 100%. Okay. Now, what can be the first number? According to the condition given, first number is 10% more. Okay. First number is 10% more means 10% plus 100%. What is the first number now? First number is nothing but 110%. Okay. Now, check for the second number. What can be the second number, guys? Based on the same logic, second number is 70% more. Okay. Second number is 70% more means number will be how much? Second number will be 170%. Okay. Now, ratio of the two numbers. Okay. Ratio of the two numbers means first number to second number they're asking. So first number is nothing but 110 percentage and second number is nothing but 170 percentage. So what's the answer for the question? 11 divided by 17. So answer is option C. Option C. Yes, I will explain it once again, guys. Please check for the explanation. I don't know what are the two numbers, but they are saying that it is 10% and 70% more than the third number. That means if we know what is the third number, then we can say what can be the first number and what can be the second number. Okay. So you can imagine the number, third number as some variable, guys, but we are trying to eliminate taking variables as the representation is given in percentages. Let's not make it complicated. Take it as 100% to simplify the value of the question. So third number is equal to 100%. First number is 10% more than the third number means then first number will be 110%. Second number is 70% more than the third number means second number is 170%. Okay. So ratio of the two numbers means 110% by 170%. It is 11 is to 70. Okay. So students, I'll tell you one thing. Just tell me yes or no. From next time onwards, if the same question with some percentage increment or percentage decrement is given, just by looking at the question, you can answer it. Yes or no? Third number, imagine the third number as 100%. If 10% more means add 10%. 10% less means subtract 10%. So state what can be the first number, what can be the second number, divide and then answer it. So now just try to answer the same question which you have solved now without using pen paper and tell me can you solve it or not. First number is 10% more, second number is 70% more, and third number comparison they're asking. So what is the ratio of two numbers means? Can you tell me? You can answer with without using pen and paper, right? Yes or no? If yes, please raise the hands. Once you know the logic of the question, you no need to worry about the question, guys. Okay. All I just all I'm just want to tell you is nothing but just understand the logic of the question. Next time you won't make the mistake. Okay. Whether it is right or wrong, you just concentrate on the logic. Next time, if the same model question is coming, you all can answer the question correctly. Okay. So take the logic as input for the next question to solve. Check for the next question here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines of the question. 4 lines of the question means please don't feel that the question is difficult. The question is actually very, very easy. If I start explaining the question, you feel like in halfway, ma'am, we know it already. We can solve it like that. You can feel. So don't think that the question is difficult. They gave expressions in the form of statements, guys. Please go through the statements clearly and mention it as expressions and solve the answer for the question. Try to do it by yourself and post your answers in the chat box. Rishikesh, super fast, correct answer. Please don't hesitate to share the answer options, guys. This question is very easy. There is a story in the question. That's it. It's very simple to present also. Okay, let me help you to solve this question. If the sum of 3 times of a number A and 7 times of a number B is equal to sum of 4 times of a number B and 6 times of a number A, then what is the ratio of A is to B they're asking. Okay. If the sum, what does it mean by sum? Sum is nothing but addition. Okay. Addition of what? 3 times of a number A. 3 times of a number A can be represented as 3A. Okay. And I need to add this two and 7 times of a number B. Okay. 7 times of a number B is represented as like this. Okay. So the meaning of this statement is nothing but sum. I need to sum. What I need to sum? 3 times of a number A and 7 times of a number B. The expression is nothing but 3A plus 7B. Okay. Now equal to that, I need to make sure that that is equal to sum of 4 times of a number B. Again the same. I need to take the sum. Sum of what? 4 times of a number B. Okay. 4 times of a number B is nothing but 4B and 6 times of a number A. 6 times of a number A is nothing but 6A. Okay. Now rearrange the terms of A and B and answer what is A is to B, guys. Just rearrange the terms of A and B and answer what is A is to B. 7B minus 4B, that is equal to 6A minus 3A. Okay. So you can write this as 3B equal to 3A. So A divided by B is equal to 3 by 3, which is 1 by 1, or otherwise you can write it as 1 is to 1. Okay. So what's the answer for the question? Answer is option D. The expression they have written in the form of a statement, guys. The sum of 3 times of a number A and 7 times of a number B is nothing but 3A plus 7B. If you see the left hand portion of 3A plus 7B, that is the representation of the statement given, guys. 3 times of A is 3A plus 7 times of B is 7B. Sum means addition. So that is equal to 4 times of a number B is 4B and 6 times of a number A is 6A. So just rearrange the terms means A is to one side and B is to one side, and you can find out the ratio of A is to B. What's the answer? 3 by 3, which is equal to 1 by 1. Option D. Is that clear, students? If yes, please raise the hands. Any doubts, you can share it in the chat box. All the 42 students who is listening to the class, understanding the question or not? If yes, just raise the hands. Okay. Thank you guys. Just check for the next question. Students who are not giving the answers for the question, if you face any difficulty in answering the question, just let me know in the chat box so that I can help you to answer the questions. So try to solve this question. There is a story in this question. Try to solve and post your answers in the chat box. Muhammad Sohel. So level by level, just try to increase. If there is any issue, just let me know, guys. Thank you, Muhammad, for sharing the response. The monthly salaries of ABC are in the ratio 5:4:9. If C's monthly salary is rupees 2000 more than that of A's monthly salary, then B's salary is. The monthly salaries of A, B, C are in the ratio 5:4:9. If C's monthly salary is 2000 more than A's monthly salary, what is B's monthly salary? Please don't tell me 4000. Rishikesh, super Rishikesh. Guys, please don't tell me 4000. Here we can't imagine the values of ratios of salaries of ABC. Lavanya 5000. Okay. Ma Farooq 9000. Somebody tell me the answer of 4000 also. All the answer options will be satisfying. Others 9000. Okay. How come you're saying the answer so quickly? Okay, let me help you to understand the question, guys. If the monthly salaries of ABC are in the ratio 5:4:9. So salaries of ABC are in the ratio 5:4:9. Okay. As I told you already, if you can see numbers in ratio, please take one common factor X for the ratio. Whether two numbers in ratio or four or five or any numbers in ratio, whenever you see numbers are in ratio, just take out one common factor. I can take X is the common factor for this ratio. So if I know the common factor X value, multiplying it with 5, I could say salary of A. Multiplying it with 4, I could say salary of B. Multiplying with the C, I could, sorry, 9, I could say salary of C. Okay. So my task is to find out the common factor here, guys. Entire concept of ratios and proportions is finding the common factor value only. Okay. So if C's monthly salary is rupees 2000 more than that of A's salary. Okay. If C's monthly salary is rupees 2000 more than that of A's salary. This is the clue that they have given to find out the common factor, guys. So C's salary is more than A's salary by how many rupees? 2000 rupees. Okay. Actually, here C's salary is 9x. A's salary is 5x because we have written in the terms of common factor contribution, right? So C salary is nothing but 9x. A salary is nothing but 5x. Okay. That is equal to 2000. So we got 4x equal to 2000. What they're asking in the question? They're asking for salary of B. They're asking for B's salary in the question. So B's salary is nothing but 4x. Already we got the value of 4x is nothing but 2000. So what's the answer option, guys? Answer option is nothing but A, first one, rupees 2000. Okay. So if you look at the question ratio, 5:4:9 means most of you are giving you the answers 4000. Why? Because they're asking for B salary. B salary means you are imagining that 1000 can be the common factor and the salaries can be 5000, 4000, 9000 like that. Okay. So that is not possible, guys. We can't imagine the common factor value. We need to take one common factor X if we see numbers in ratio. Okay. After taking the common factor, they'll give one clue to find out the common factor. What is the clue that they have given here? Salary difference between C and A is nothing but 2000. So luckily the value is equal to 4x. So that's the reason I could directly answer as b equal to 4x and the difference is also 4x. 4x equal to 2000 you can directly answer. Okay. Otherwise you need to calculate it like this, but don't do the reverse engineering, guys. So actually 4x equal to 2000 means you need to calculate x equal to 500 and how much ever the value of b, you need to calculate like this. B is equal to 4x in the question. So 4 into 500, that is 2000. Okay. So this is reverse engineering. Please don't do that. Already we got 4x equal to 2000 here. So we can directly mark the salary of B is equal to 2000. So if b equal to some other value like 9x, 7x like that, then you should be calculating x and you can answer for that respective value salary for b. So here this is the process, guys. Whenever numbers in ratio, take one common factor x and after that just follow the clue that they have given to answer the question. Is that clear? If it is understandable, please raise the hands. Any doubts, you just let me know in the chat box. Clear, right? Next time when they give you addition of salaries, then also you can solve the question, right? Muhammad Sohel, is that clear now? Okay. Thank you. Check for the next one, guys. So there is a story in the question. We need to understand the story and we need to represent that in the concept of ratios. That's it. So try to understand the story in the question and try to solve it by your own, guys. Yes, guys, what's the answer for the question? No guessing of answer options. How come everybody is saying 18, 20? Sahana, Rishikesh, Mohammed Sohel, Ahmad, Lavanya. Okay. Others. Yes, guys, let me help you to solve this question. The ratio of number of boys to girls in a class is 2 is to 3. If 5 boys leave the class and 5 girls join the class, the ratio becomes 1 is to 2. Okay. So find the number of boys in the class initially. The ratio of number of boys to girls in the class is 2 is to 3. If 5 boys leave the class and 5 girls join the class, the ratio becomes 1 is to 2. Find the number of boys in the class initially. So they gave the ratio of number of boys to girls in the class, guys. So number of boys to girls in the class is nothing but 2 is to 3. As they're in ratio, you can take one common factor x. So you can represent it as 2x and 3x. Done. Okay. Now, if 5 boys leave the class and 5 girls join the class. Okay. So if I know common factor x, I can multiply it with 2 and say how many boys are there. And I can multiply it with the 3 and I can say how many girls are there. Okay. So if 5 boys leave the class and 5 girls join the class, obviously there will be change in the ratio, right? Because leaving and joining will make changes in the ratio. Initially, I can see that ratio is 2 is to 3. After leaving and joining, the ratio is nothing but 1 is to 2. Okay. So as boys are in the first numerator value, if 5 boys are living, write minus 5. Okay. So 2x boys are there actually. If I know x value, I can multiply it with 2 and say how many boys are there. So as 5 boys are living, 2x minus 5 you just represent for numerator. Okay. Now for the denominator, you just represent like this 3x plus 5 because girls are represented in the denominator and 5 girls are joining the session. If that is the case, what is the new ratio? New ratio is 1 by 2. So just cross multiply and try to find the answer, guys. 2 to 4x minus 10, that is equal to 3x plus 5. So 4x minus 3x, the value is x and that is equal to 15. So x is equal to 15 is the answer. But that is not the answer for the question, guys. Okay. What they're asking in the question, find the number of boys initially. Okay. Actually, 5 boys left the class, right? But they're asking initially. Initially, how many boys are there? Initially, 2x boys are there. So 2 into 15, it is equal to 30 boys. So answer for the question is nothing but option A, 30. Got the point? Initial ratio is 2 is to 3. As common factor is there for the ratio, 2x and 3x will be the numerator and denominator values. Okay. And after that, 5 boys leaving the session. Boys are in numerator, so minus 5. 5 girls joining the session. Girls are in denominator, so plus 5. So that is equal to 1 by 2. Cross multiply and find for the value of x. And after that, they're asking for initial number of boys in the class. You can just multiply it with 15 to answer. The total value is 30. Is that clear, students? If yes, please raise the hands. Any doubts, you can post it in the chat box. Clear, right? Shall we go for the next one then? Yes. Check for the next question. Here is the next one. I hope everybody in the class will be answering this question. This is very easy question, guys. Try to answer. Yes, guys, what's the answer? Rishikesh and Lavanya. Okay. Guys, if I explain the meaning of the question, guys, everybody in the class can answer this question. What is the ratio of whose terms differ by 80 and the measure which is 4 by 9? Okay. Ratio of whose terms differ by 80 and the measure which is 4 by 9. So differ by 80. What is the meaning of differ by 80? Ratio means we will be having numerator and denominator. Differ by 80 means the difference between the numbers is nothing but 80. Okay. And measure which is 4 by 9 means the measure means the ratio. The ratio is nothing but 4 by 9. Okay. So if you simplify the numbers, that should be in the value of 4 by 9. If you find the difference between numerator and denominator, that should be equal to 80. Okay. So there are two clues to find out the answer. Please don't solve for all the options. Here there is a chance to eliminate few options. Okay. Observe here 4 divided by 9. What's the simplest ratio? 4 divided by 9. That means after simplifying the value, the simplified version is having a numerator less than the denominator. Okay. I could say denominator is more than the numerator, or otherwise numerator is less than the denominator. So even if the original number, if you are looking for, the original number should also be in the same manner. Okay. In original number also, numerator should be less than the denominator, because simplified version is having like this, right? That means original number also numerator is less than the denominator. If that is the case, just cancel out first option and cancel out last option. You have only two options, 64 144 and 49 169. I know that 49 169 are not in the ratio of 4 is to 9, and I could see that 64 144 is the answer. Okay, that is option verification, guys. So if you want to solve the question in general, you can use the ratio to answer the question as well. Okay, whatever I have explained you, that is option verification, and we have a normal way of solving the question as well. So difference should be 80 and the ratio should be 4 by 9, means you can just observe the answer options and go for option verification. By understanding that numerator should be less than denominator, you can cancel out two options, and the third option cannot hold the ratio of 4 is to 9. So your answer option is option B. So this is option verification. Now I will tell you regular process of solving the question. So difference is 80, that is one clue, and ratio is 4 is to 9. 4 is to 9 means 4x and 9x. Difference means 9x minus 4x is equal to 80. Okay. That means 5x is equal to 80. X is how much? X equal to 16. You know the x value, just answer the numbers. 16 4s is 64, 16 9s 144. So that is general way of solving the question, guys. Where we have one ratio, we can take it one common factor, and they given the clue that who is like what is the ratio whose terms differ by 80. So what is the ratio whose terms differ by 80 means, then you can check for that to answer the question. Is that clear, students? If yes, please raise the hands. Option verification and then conventional process, is that clear? Yeah, that. Check for the next one. Any doubts, you can post it in the chat box. Check for the next question and try to solve it by your own. What's the answer for the question? Process of solving is the same, guys. Product of the numbers they're asking in the question. Nikhil, Ahmed. Okay. Let me help you to answer this question, students. The difference between two positive numbers is 10 and the ratio between them is 5 is to 3. So find the product of two numbers. Okay. So the difference between two positive numbers is 10. I don't know what are the numbers, but I could say that difference is 10 means I can write like this. Being A is the like large number and B is the smaller number. Okay. So and the ratio between them is 5 is to 3. So ratio between them is 5 is to 3 means A is to B is equal to 5 is to 3. Okay. How can you write the numbers, guys? X has one common factor. Numerator is 5x and denominator is 4x. Done. So what they're asking in the question, they're asking for product of numbers. To say the product of numbers, first we should know what are the numbers actually. So for finding that, we can use the logic of this difference. 5x minus 3x are the numbers. So the difference between the numbers is 10. So 2x is equal to 10. X is equal to how much? X is equal to 5. Okay. Now find the product of two numbers. Okay. Product of two numbers means what are the numbers actually? 5 5s, 25 is the number. And next 3 5s, 15 is the number. So product of two numbers means A into B, that is equal to 25 into 15, which is 375 or 275. Just check for the multiplication, guys. 25 into 15. It is 375. Yeah, done. So here they gave the logic first and they gave the ratio next, guys. Actually, in every question, they will give you the ratio first and they will give you the clue to solve the question at the middle. So here they gave the difference first and they are asking for the ratio next. Okay. So 375. Got the answer for the question, guys? Yes or no? Okay. Any doubts regarding the question? Shall we go for the next one? Okay. Check for the next one. So with the knowledge of previous question, please try to answer this question, guys, and post your answers in the chat box. Answers, Ahmed, option C. Okay. The remaining students answer for the question. Two numbers are in the ratio 2 is to 5. If 8 is added to both, the ratio changes to 10 is to 19. So the smaller one is the question. So two numbers are in the ratio 2 is to 5. If 8 is added to both, the ratio changes to 10 is to 19. The smaller number is. Okay. Guys, please don't pick for the smaller number means it is multiple of 2. Answer cannot be 35. I'll tell you one point. Two numbers are in the ratio 2 is to 5. If 8 is added to both, the ratio changes to some other value. They're asking for smaller number means 2x you need to find out. So 2x means answer can be 14, 12, 20, cannot be 35. Okay. Let me help you to understand it better, guys. Two numbers are in the ratio 2 is to 5 means I don't know what are the numbers. I can take the ratio as 2 is to 5 like this. As the numbers are in ratio, you can take common factor x. So the numbers can be represented as 2x and 5x. Okay, done. Now, if 8 is added to both, okay, if 8 is added to both, what does it mean by both? Both is nothing but numerator and denominator. Okay, if 8 is added to both means 2x plus 8 divided by 5x plus 8. Then the ratio is changing to 10 divided by 19. Then the ratio is changing to 10 divided by 19. So the smaller number is. Smaller number is means just go for the cross like a cross multiplication and find out the x and answer for the smaller number. 9 to 38. So simplifying this 38x plus 19 8s 152, that is equal to 5x into 10 50x plus 8 into 10 80. So 50x minus 38x, that is equal to 12x, which is equal to 152 minus 80, it is 72. X is equal to how much, guys? 6. What they're asking in the question, find out the smaller number. Smaller number is nothing but 2x, which is equal to 2 into 6, that is 12. 2 into 6, that is 12. Okay, they're asking for smaller number, guys. Smaller number is nothing but 2x. X value we got it as 6. So answer for the question is 12, option B. Adarsh, Suma, Mahmoud, I hope it is clear to you now. Yes. So two numbers in the ratio 2:5, guys. 8 is added to both, means both numerator and denominator. Okay. So after that, the ratio is changing to 10 divided by 19, means only thing here we need to concentrate is the common part of calculation. So x value is nothing but 6 we got from the calculation. So 6x, x is 6 and we will be calculating it as 2x, multiplying it with the 2. Smaller number is nothing but 12. So is that clear? If yes, please raise the hands. Any doubts, you can share it in the chat box. Now is it clear, right? Yes. Check for the next one. So here is the next one, guys. Whatever I have explained you, finding out the ratio of three numbers. That is the basic logic we can apply here to find out the answer. Try solving the question by yourself. What's the answer for the question? Answer options, please. As expected. Okay. Guys, please tell me second option or third option. 35 by 18 or 18 by 35. If you want to change, Sachin, okay, noted. If you want to change your answer options, you can change the answer option, no worries. Just tell me one final answer. Is it 35 by 18 or 18 by 35? Suma, Sachin, and other students who answered? Muhammad. Just because I'm asking you answer options, please don't change it, guys. Those who told the correct answer, they're changing it even so easily. Okay, let me help you to identify the correct answer. This is actually very easy, but you are missing out the logic. There is a chance that you can mark for wrong answer option as well. Okay. So what is the value that they have given? 3a is equal to 5b. Okay. Guys, if you want to find out a by b, okay, b will come this side because it is in multiplication. It will come into division after equal to. Here it is in multiplication. It will come into division after equal to. So a by b is nothing but 5 by 3. In the same manner, do it for 6b equal to 7c also. 6b equal to 7c. Okay. B by c. What is b by c, guys? B by c equal to 7 by 6. That is the representation. Okay. And now they're asking you people to find out a by c. How come we can find out a by c, guys? Actually, we can observe these ratios. First ratio is a by b and second ratio is b by c. That means b will be getting cancelled off and you can answer for the value A by C directly. Yes or no? A by B, you got it as 5 by 3, and B by C, you got it as 7 by 6. So what's the answer, guys? 35 divided by 18. And even if you want to solve it in the regular method, which I have told you at the start of the class, you can solve using that method as well. A is to B is equal to 5 is to 3, and B is to C is equal to 7 is to 6. Okay. So you should be finding out the ratio of A, B, and C, guys. Now 5 sevens 35. Next 3 sevens 21. Next 3 sixth 18. So they're asking for A is to C. Concentrate on A portion, that is 35. Concentrate on C portion, that is 80. Okay. So you can solve the logic of any, like the logic of any type. The answer is the same. Only thing, if you're using this first model to solve the question, 3A equal to 5B means A by B is not 3 by 5, guys. A by B equal to 5 by 3. B in multiplication, after equal to it will come in denominator. 3 in multiplication, after equal to it will come in denominator. Okay. A by B is 5 by 3, B by C is 7 by 6. If you got it correct, then directly you can answer for the question. If you are writing in the reverse order, just understand the point, guys. Is it clear now? If yes, please raise the hands. Any doubts, you can post it in the chat box. I'm not finding any doubts for the questions here. Am I clear to the question, right? Yes or no? That might be the possibility. If you have taken A by B equal to reverse order, you will be getting the answer as 18 by 35. Otherwise, 35 by 18 is the answer. Done. Thank you, guys. Just check for the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines of the question. 4 lines of the question means very difficult. So please don't think like that. They have given a story in the question. I'll give you 1 minute of time. Try to read the story in the question and represent in the form of expressions and solve the question. Just share your answer options, guys. Try to understand the story in the question and try by solving yourself. Got the point, guys? Understood the story in the question? Okay, let me help you to solve this one. We all will solve together. So a certain number of cooks to the number of waiters is 3 is to 13. Okay. A certain number of cooks to the number of waiters is 3 is to 13. Done. Okay. So as the numbers are in ratio, you need to take one common factor, right? So 3x and 13x. Okay. I have taken the common factor as the numbers are in the ratio. So just check for the next line, guys. When 12 more waiters are hired, the ratio of number of cooks to the number of waiters changes to 3 is to 16. Okay. What they have mentioned in the next line, guys, when 12 more waiters are hired. Okay. What is the meaning of that? Waiters are incremented by 12. Okay. So cooks, is there any increment? No, there is no increment. When 12 more waiters are hired, that means waiters I could see in the denominator. Actually 3x cooks are there and 13x waiters are there. When 12 more waiters are hired, it is plus 12. Okay. In the denominator, in the numerator, I am not adding anything because they did not mention about any change in the cook's value. Okay. So if that is the case, if 12 more waiters are hired, then ratio of number of cooks to the number of waiters changes to 3 is to 6. Okay. Ratio of number of cooks to number of waiters changes to 3 is to 16. So the same thing, guys, cross multiply and find for the value of x. Just cross multiply. 16 3 is 48. 48x is equal to 13 3 is 39x plus 12 3 is 36. Okay. So 48x minus 39x, what's the value? 9x. So 9x equal to 36. X is equal to how much, guys? X is equal to 4. What they're asking in the question? How many cooks are there? Okay. How many cooks are there means they're asking for which value? They're asking for cook's value, which is nothing but 3x. So 3 into 4. What's the answer for the question, guys? Answer for the question is 12. So answer option is B. Is that clear now? Actually, initial ratio is 3 is to 13. That means 3x and the 13x. Because they are in ratio, we can take one common factor x. Okay. When 12 more waiters are hired, there will be change in the value of waiters, guys, but not cooks. Cooks will be the same 3x. And waiters are hired means plus 12 we can add. Okay. And that is equal to 3 by 16. Solve for the value of x and check for the cook's value, which is 3 into 40. That is 12. So check for the explanation once and do let me know if you have any doubts. Post it in the chat box. Clear with the question, right? Just raise the hand if you are clear with the question. Because you're not posting any doubts, I'm asking you every time to raise the hands, guys. So don't scold me bad. That's the only way of communication we have here. Okay. Thank you. Just check for the next one. Hmm? We can't erase, huh? Okay. Just check for this question, guys. Try to solve this question and post your answers in the chat box. As I said, there is a story in the question. We need to understand the story to solve the questions. That's it. A sum of rupees 3,600 is distributed amongst A comma B comma C. A gets 2 by third of what B and C get together, and C gets 1 by third of what A and B get together. So they're asking for share of C. So I will help you to solve this question, students. Please check with me. A sum of rupees 3,600 is distributed amongst ABC. Okay. So ABC has been distributed an amount of 3,600. I don't know how much A is getting, B is getting, and C is getting individually, but I could say that A plus B plus C total should be equal to 3,600. Okay. Done. Now check for the next point, guys. A gets 2 by third of what B and C get together. Okay. A gets 2 by third. Okay. A will get how much? A will be getting it as 2 by third of what? What B and C are getting together. Okay. So this is the expression, right? A will be getting 2 by third of what B and C are getting together. Together means you need to add B plus C. So you can represent that as A is equal to 2 by 3 of B plus C. Okay. So now check for the next one. C gets 1 by third of what A and B got together. Okay. C gets 1 by third of what A and B got together. Okay, this is the representation. Okay, A and B got together means you need to write it as A plus B. C gets 1 by third of what A and B got together means this is the representation. Okay, now we need to find out C share. Okay, generally what we will be thinking about question to solve, we have three variables, so we need to have three equations. Solving three variables and three equations, we can answer the question. Okay, That is old way of solving the question, guys. Here we have some smart move to go on. If you observe the third expression, that is nothing but C equal to half, like a 1/3 of A plus B. I can write A plus B in terms of C. Yes or no? Just observe this point. If you observe this, can I write A plus B in terms of C? I can write A plus B is equal to 3C from this expression. Yes or no? So utilizing that, substitute in the main expression. The main expression that I'm having is A plus B plus C equal to 3600. A plus B is equal to 3C I have. C I'm keeping it as it is. That is equal to 3600. Okay. That means 4C equal to 3600. C is equal to how much, guys? C is equal to 900. So answer for the question is option C, 900. I'm making it clear once again, guys. Please check for the explanation. A sum of rupees 3600 is distributed among ABC means I can write the expression as A plus B plus C is equal to 2 by 3. Sorry, A plus B plus C is equal to 3600. Okay. And the next one, A is 2/3 of B plus C together means expression you can write it as A equal to 2 by third of B plus C. And coming to the last in point that we have, C is 1 by third of A plus B. Okay. So you can utilize that statement to solve the question value of share of C. So A plus B is equal to 3C. I can obtain from the last clue. So substituting that value, we have C is equal to 900. So option A, 900 is the answer for C's share. Is that clear, guys? Next time when they gave, please don't solve it in a general way. Means three variables, three equations, we can solve using the common method. Means yes, we can solve using common method. So there might be some trick to solve the question if that is an aptitude. Okay. Check for the next question, guys. Here is the next question. This question from here onwards, you could see the application point of view of questions to solve. Till here, you have the general way of solving the ratios and proportions, guys. From here, you could see the applications of ratios and proportions concept. How they are linked in this concept and all, you can see in the application part. So there is a story in the question. Understand the story. And when you see a ratio, you take one common factor x. And when they give a clue, you utilize the clue to find out the original values of the numbers or parameters given in the question. So that is the process that we are applying to solve for every question. The same will be happening here also. Okay. So the ratio of milk and water in 55 liters of adulterated milk is 7:4. So how much water must be added to make the mixture 7:6? The ratio of milk and water in 55 liters of adulterated milk is 7:4. How much water must be added to make the mixture 7:6? Okay. So understand that this is the vessel. Okay. What is the quantity? Quantity is nothing but 55 liters. And what is there in this vessel, guys? There is a mixture of milk and water. So milk and water in what ratio? In the ratio of 7:4. Okay. So guys, try to understand ratio of milk and water in 55 liters of adulterated milk is 7:4. Okay. That means milk parts are 7 parts and water parts are 4 parts. When you see any ratio, you take one common factor x, right? So you can take one common factor x by writing the values of milk and water. So milk to water, I have the ratio as 7:4. That means I can write this as 7x and 4x. Total how many parts are there means you can count and you can say 11x parts are there. Okay. What is the quantity means? Quantity is nothing but 55 liters. Done. And one more important point. What's the meaning of mixture? Mixture is nothing but combination of two or more materials. Whether it is a solid or liquid, you could say it's a mixture. Milk and water is a liquid mixture, guys. If you are speaking about solid mixtures, let me tell you an example. Uh, Concrete is a solid mixture, right? Yes or no? Cement, sandstone, and sand, we are mixing it in a proper portions and we are adding water, of course. But I could say that most of the items are nothing but solids of combination. Okay. So mixtures are available in solids and liquids as well. Here in this question, it's a mixture. That means combination of milk and water. Milk we have 7 parts and water we have 4 parts. Total it is 55 liters, guys. So what they're asking in the question, the ratio is 7 is to 4 initially. So water is less than the milk value, guys. So they want to make sure that water is incremented by 2 parts. Okay. I could see old ratio is having 7 is to 4 and I could see new ratio is having 7 is to 6. Okay. First try to understand what is the quantity of milk and water in the given mixture. So milk is to water is 7 is to 4. That means 7x and 4x I took because they are in ratio. Milk plus water total quantity is nothing but 55 liters. If that is the case, milk is nothing but, what's the value of milk, guys? Milk is of 7 parts, right? So 7 by total 11 parts into 55. Okay. So 11 ones, 11 fives. Milk is nothing but 35 liters. And in the same way, you can find out water value also. Okay. What is the water value, guys? Water is nothing but 4 by 11 parts out of the total 55. So 11 ones, 11 fives. Water is nothing but 20 liters. Okay. Altogether 55 liters of content is there. I could see 35 liters of milk and 20 liters of water in that mixture. So I need to understand that initially the ratio is nothing but 7 is to 4, guys. Okay. So they have given the ratio here. Initially the ratio is nothing but 7 is to 4. But I need to make sure the ratio is 7 is to 6 at the end. For that, what I need to do, I need to add some water. They mention in the question clearly the ratio is 7 is to 4. How much water you need to add to make sure the ratio is 7 is to 6? Okay. That means milk portion is the same, guys. Only water portion I'm adding. That means only water portion I'm incrementing by how many parts? By 2 parts, I could say. Okay. Water portion is incremented by how many parts? Water portion is incremented by 2 parts. Okay. So each part is how much here? Each part is nothing but 5 units, right? So I could say that two parts of increment is having, each part is 5, so 10 liters. How can I say that each part is 5? You can see that here 7x plus 4x total quantity is nothing but 11x. Okay. And you can see 55 liters of quantity is there. That means to find out the x value, you can just divide this 55 with 11 to get the portion. So x is equal to 5. As I could see, 2 parts of water is being incremented. You are adding 2 parts of water to it with reference to 5 as the unit value of x. So 2 5s, what's the answer for the question, guys? 10 liters. Let me explain you the question once again so that it will be clear to you guys. Ratio of milk and water in the ratio is 7 is to 4. So milk is 7 parts and water is 4 parts. And out of that, what's the quantity of the total mixture, guys? Quantity of total mixture is nothing but 55 liters. Okay. And if you could see 7 is to 4 ratio, I need to change it into 7 is to 6 ratio. By adding what? By adding water to it. That means milk is constant. Water is incremented by 2 parts. If I'm able to find out what is one part, I can answer how much water I'm adding to make sure the ratio is 7 is to 6. Okay. So total 11x parts are there and total quantity is 55. That means each part quantity is nothing but 55 by 11, which is equal to 5 parts. So as 2 parts of water is being incremented, 2 into 5, total 10 liters of water is being added to the mixture to make sure that it's in the ratio of 7 is to 6 at the end. Is that clear, guys? Yes or no? Okay. Just tell me whatever we have discussed till now. Is that clear to you? Any doubts till this point? If anything you want to ask, just post it in the chat box. Okay, done.